Once again, good morning everyone. Welcome back. In the previous classes, we were studying about inheritance and the different aspects of the inheritance. We saw the different access specifiers and their access modifiers and how do they work. Then we studied the importance of inheritance by using certain programs. And later on we saw the inheritance and the constructors. How do the constructor work with the inheritance? The next portion was having a parameterized constructor for the base class as well as the derived class. Later on we saw the hiding of the variables when base class as well as the derived class were having the same variable name. What was happening? Then later on we saw method overriding. This much we have seen with the help of programs, and I gave you homework and few of you have already submitted the homework. Today we are going to see the importance of final keyword, or what will happen when we are having final keyword in the inheritance. I hope you are all familiar with the keyword final. What is final keyword? Final keyword is used to declare constants in Java. You must have seen when we were studying about the keywords of Java. We saw const. Const. What is const? This is a keyword which is used in C language, C++ language, etc. to declare a constant. Means a data item whose value never changes. But this const keyword, const keyword is not implemented in our Java. Instead of this const keyword, constant keyword, we have a final. So when we are using the final keyword with a variable, that variable will become as constant. That particular data item's value cannot be changed. Now, this keyword final can be not only used with a data item, not only with a variable. It can also be given with a method. It can also be given with a class. And then when we give this final keyword in an inheritance, what is going to happen? That is what we are going to discuss in this session. That means the final keyword and the inheritance. First of all, I will tell you how does the final keyword will work in a normal program. Let us see let us see the use of final keyword in a normal program. We have a class, suppose sample. Int a equal to 10, final int b equal to 20. So I have declared two variables here. Int a with a value 10 and final int b equal to 20. First one is a variable. Second one is a constant because we used the keyword final. Now let's see one function, one method, one demo method, void change. within this particular one, I am trying to modify the variable a. A equal to 100. Modified. Next one, I will be giving, what is that? B equal to 200. Modify or trying to modify the variable b, which is declared as a constant. Now, when we combine this program, what will happen? First line of the change function will not produce any error because we can change the value of a variable, a global variable. Second one is trying to change the value of the variable b, which is declared as a constant. So what will happen in this one? This line will be reported as an error. The reason is the constants cannot be, final variables cannot be modified. So this is the first thing which I wanted to say. A final data item cannot be modified. Okay. Next, what we have to see is what will happen with the final keyword when we use it with a function. So what is going to happen with that particular function when we are using the keyword final? Let's see. Next, we are going to see the use of final keyword with a function, and then when we are using that function in the derived class for overriding, what is going to happen? Let's see. I am writing the class base. We are declaring one protected variable, protected int a equal to 10, final int b equal to 100. Okay, then what happened with the second variable? Second variable is becoming as constant. We have the function final void display. Here I am just displaying the variable SOPLN A and SOPLN B. And if I modify the B, definitely there will be an error. So I am not modifying it. We have the base class completed. Just look on to the derived class. Class derived extends base. We declare another one variable, protected int c is equal to 1000. We are writing void display SOPLN C, which is printing the 1000, the local variable, and SOPLN, we are printing the A, and SOPLN, we are printing the B. At the same time, we can call the function, what is that? Super dot display. I'm going to write the main, void main, creating the object for the derived class. Derived D is equal to new derived D dot display main closed, class closed. Okay, let's go through this. What is going to happen when we have a base class having data members? One is final, final variables cannot be modified. We have a final member method in the base class, and when we are using the same method name in the derived class with the same signature, it is known as method overriding. But one thing we did, we gave a final keyword here. So what is going to happen when we are using the final keyword to the base class member function, which is overridden? That is what is we are going to see. See, base class data members A equal to 10, B equal to 100, final void display. Base class member function is declared as final. Class derived extends base. One protected data member is there which is having a value 1000. Void display, the same signature we have in the base class, so this is trying to do the overriding. Super dot display, that we already saw, trying to print the or access the method which is there in the super class or the base class. SOPLNC, which is trying to print SOPLNA. Why this A is given? Is the A in the derived class? No. A we can access from the base class, provided this should not be a final. Why? When the final keyword is given there, or a final method cannot be overridden. A method which is given with the final keyword cannot be overridden. So when this final keyword is given here and you are compiling the second program, this particular line will produce an error. The reason is the method which we are trying to override is a method which is declared as final in the parent class. So we came to the second point. First point was final data members cannot be modified. Second one is final methods cannot be overridden. Okay. Now one thing what I said about this variable. Let me continue with that variable. Imagine I am going to remove this final keyword. So the problem of error is gone. Program will compile. And we did not specify this A is from any particular place. We did not specify that it is from the base, or we did not have that, we don't have that variable in the derived class. Then how do we get that variable A? And what about this variable B? B is also a variable of the base class. Okay, we can access the data members here because this protected A is available in the derived class. Protected data members can be inherited. So when you use the same variable in the derived class, there is no error. That variable is becoming as part of the derived class. Okay. Okay, I think the point is very clear. So we came to the second point. What was that? A method which is given with the final keyword cannot be overridden. Now, let's discuss the final keyword with the third point. What will happen when we use this final keyword to a base class? Here, we had the same program. Final data member was there in the base class. Final member function was there in the base class. Now, the class itself, the base class itself is a final one. So what is happening? What is going to happen? When we are trying to combine the second program, the first line itself will be reported with an error. The reason is final class cannot be extended. I think it is very clear. Final data member cannot be modified. Final member methods cannot be overridden. Final class cannot be extended. So this is what is the final keyword as well as the inheritance. Please write down the program and try. This is only a demo program. Just run it in your computer and find out its execution.